Alright folks, this will probably be a bit of a short stream. A short stream. Not my typical 2 hours, I don't think. I do have to get to bed in the next hour or so, but I just want to try to get put myself in a better mood to sleep, so just coming back to this campaign, see if I can fight a couple of battles, and then that'll probably be it for me for the night. Now, over here, just to wrap up from the last stream earlier tonight, we did finish off the Goblin Doom stack after taking back West Khazad-dûm. We gave West Khazad-dûm to the dwarves, and I did so in exchange for one of the regions we had sold them earlier in the game, Eisenrun, so we just recently took this back. Now, of course, I wanted to give West Khazad-dûm to the dwarves just to make them a lot stronger. My intention is to give them more territory in the future so that they can be a pretty good buffer zone between me and Gundabad moving forward, because I don't really feel like fighting Gundabad. If I can make Khazad-dûm a lot stronger, I know they'll be a super reliable ally moving forward. Hoping anyways. Now, next turn we're going to have to deal with the goblins coming down either south or more than likely pushing eastward towards Theoden's army. I have a plan of getting as many troops together as possible so that I can take out the goblins here quickly, push towards Tir Thuin over here in the north. Once I take this region, I might just sell it to the Dunedain so that they can kind of just hold this on their own, and then we'll take out the Dunlendings over here as quickly as possible. Now, I do have a lot of cavalry that I can move right now. Well, actually, can't move most of these guys. I'll probably move this guy over here, just so he's with Theoden. There we go. That way Theoden's got a pretty strong army moving forward. Might as well put these guys in Osten Ethel right now. And I've got Theodred over here that I'm just going to keep sitting here for this turn. Oh, these guys can finally catch up. That's good news. So now he's got a very strong army here. I think Theodred should be strong enough to take on a full stack Dol Guldur host, but I'm not sure where to send him just yet. Ideally, I want him to merge with Oswi's army over here. Eventually. I'll make sure that he gets some more troops over here too, but first things first, let's send these guys up north so that he can eventually meet up with Theodred. And I also have more troops for Theodred coming up here too, so let's just keep you guys moving. So you can see we got our new Dwarven units, our Guard of the Caves. We have at least 2 of these guys. And here in Edoras, I'm going to go ahead and start getting some more cavalry moving. What I need to do ultimately is start sending a huge host of cavalry down south so that we can assist Gondor in their efforts to retake some of their territory they lost. So if I can make Gondor a much bigger threat to Mordor down here in the south, it'll definitely keep Mordor busy for a little while longer, as I concentrate more of my efforts on defeating the goblins, the Dunlendings, and then swinging the war effort back east towards Dol Guldur. Now, a major concern I have moving forward is just where our ally Enedwaith is going to be sitting in the near future. They've been a good ally up to this point, but they don't have an alliance with Gondor. They're not exactly friends with the Dunedain or the dwarves. If they go to war with the Dunedain or with Gondor, especially if they go to war with Gondor, then that's going to be a huge problem for me, because I can't break my alliance with Gondor. I need them as my ally. We have to fight Mordor together. So ultimately, I'm going to be forced to fight Enedwaith over here once our alliance has been nullified. So that's going to take up a huge portion of my time and resources. It's not a war that I can quickly finish, especially since I probably shouldn't have let Enedwaith grow this strong. I only had to help them out because they were getting depleted badly by the Dunlendings earlier in the game. But now that they've grown this strong, a war with Enedwaith could be likely, especially if they start attacking Gondor over here. Alright, and as for these troops, yep, we got some siege equipment here. I'm going to go ahead and start sending you guys north. And might as well start sending these troops as well. The sellswords I could really use elsewhere. Let me see, how much free upkeep do we get here? 2 from the Great Hall. Yeah, that's about it right there, only 2. So for now, I'll just put the sellswords in this fort. Send the Riddermark Axemen. Yeah, I'll have to send you back to the Hornburg. Actually, no. I think I can send you back to Orthanc. Get you retrained there. There we go. Let's get some more guards of the Golden Hall. And then over here, let me see. Oh yes, the Riddermark Cavalry. We need to get you guys retrained, and then I'm sending you up to Theodred. Alright, and I'll just save this really quick. And I'll keep you guys nearby as well. Let's see. Get 2 from the Great Hall here. I don't think we get... Oh, yes, we do. So we get 5 units in here, free upkeep. So we might as well send this cavalry over there too, because I'm keeping these guys in reserve if Dol Guldur attacks us across the river again. I'm keeping all these troops here. We're not moving them elsewhere. Not until, at the very least, I'm taking the war full time against Dol Guldur. But, again, with Enedwaith, we'll just have to see where that goes, because Enedwaith not being an ally with any of its neighbors other than ourselves is a huge concern. Alright, and the elves are pushing Dol Guldur back across the river. That's good to see. Might be able to help them push even further now that we have all this cavalry with us. And the economy is in a pretty good place to support all these troops. Yeah, and as the elves continue to fight against Dol Guldur, their numbers will continue to dwindle. Eventually, they're just going to get wiped out, because honestly, there's just nothing I can do to help them. Not until I can at least start bringing the war to Dol Guldur. Yep, so they're moving down towards Osten Ethel instead. I might just send Eomer down there to deal with them, I'm not sure. But I don't have a general to lead those troops. And if I send Eomer out of that new region we captured, I know public order is going to be in a horrible place. Alright, Sieglin. Okay, money's still doing pretty well.
Yes, my lord.
Well, first things first, let's get you moving up north. I think what I'll do is I'll have you lead all these troops up against the goblins. Because if you guys can defeat the goblins up here by yourselves, then Theoden can just swing around here and hit Tir Thuin as quickly as possible. Alright, and as for this cavalry here, let's go ahead and send you guys back here too to help out. I'm going to get all of you guys moving back south to get retrained. Let's put you guys here for now. And then move you guys up north. And where's culture at? 48%? That's really good. Let's build standing stones. It'll only take 1 turn to get that done. I'll go ahead and raise taxes here for now. And I don't think we need this many agents here, so let's send 1 up this way. And then I'll send 1 towards Osten Ethel. Alright, I'm going to send the shield maidens back down south too to get retrained. And we've got a new general here. I'm going to send you up north to assist Theodred. I'll have to get you guys moving up there too. Probably best that I send you up here towards Limhir for now. I need more intel around this area. I gotta know what Dol Guldur is up to. I think what we'll do is I'll send Theodred to help destroy this army, because the dwarves... Yeah, they have a very small army here, but Balin has a very powerful bodyguard. Be nice to help the dwarves out over here for sure. I don't think they'll be too bad to take out. Yeah, it's a pretty strong army. But these Mirkwood trolls are not too bad. They're certainly not as strong as their counterparts in Mordor or in Gundabad. But I think the first thing we gotta do is delete these orcs over here, since they're a major problem.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
Hire some Dunlending mercenaries, because these guys are amazing.
Splitting our forces. Orders.
But unfortunately, they're not going to make it this turn, so they'll have to stay here for now. I think I'll just autosave this for now. And
Your orders, my lord.
I'll just send all these troops out now to deal with the goblins, because again, this is not going to be a very intimidating host. It's just goblin infantry, a bunch of archers and skirmishers. It's really only the wargs and the ballistas we have to worry about. That's it.
To battle.
Yeah, and those numbers mean nothing.
Muster your courage.
Throw in another 1,000 goblin infantry and it'll hardly make a difference. Okay, so we got to get the infantry in a good place. I think we should keep the infantry backed up over here for now. If I can keep all of these guys hidden, they'll be in a good place to pretty much shock the goblins coming over this way. Yeah, let's bring you guys out a little bit more. I'm going to put all of my missile cavalry, well, not all of them. Actually, that is all of them. Okay. I don't have as much missile cavalry as I would have liked, but that's okay. I'll have the general lead these guys. The Riddermark cavalry is going to join the missile cavalry on this side. We'll keep the Royal Guard hidden in the woods. Yeah, they can stay hidden right there. That's perfect. And then the light cavalry will have you join these guys over here too. Why not? There we go. Alright, let's get you guys moving. I need to try to hit that ballista quickly and take out those wargs as well. Then the rest of this battle is going to be easy peasy. The wargs are over here, so what I need to do is try to take them out quickly. Alright, we need to try to stay out of range of those archers, so let's just swing over here quickly. And they're going to be heading in this direction with that huge host, so I'm going to go ahead and put you guys over here instead. I want them to kind of head in this direction. Alright, perfect. Let's have you guys swing around this way. Take out those overseers. I'm going to swing you guys this way and aim for these wargs over here. I'm going to do a quick charge into these skirmishers here. I'm going to get this light cavalry around their flanks really quick. Alright, good charge. Fall back, fall back.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory
Alright,
will be
fall
ours.
back. I need you guys to swing around here. Yep, just fall back. Don't stick around. Oh, that's light. That's spear infantry. Fall back, fall back. Yep, just fall back. Come on, guys. Get out of there. Get out of there. What is it with these guys? Alright, let's hit these archers again. Probably killed about close to 100 there at least. Maybe more. I need to get rid of these wargs over here. They're a big problem. What I'd like to do is aim for this ballista right now while I can.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Alright, that was good. Fall back. Fall back over here. Get out of there. Yep, we gotta get out of there, guys. Get out of there. Really wish I had some skirmishers with me, but I don't. Alright, that was good. Now get out of there. Just keep doing more of these hit and run tactics, because it's definitely having an impact. Oh crap. I thought I told you guys to retreat. Why do you stick around? Just run. Don't stick around. These wargs are gonna chew you up. Jeez, they've already cost us 20 riders over there. Alright, I'm gonna try to hit these guys again. Those warg riders are already becoming a problem for us. Yep, let's head back again. Come on, let's take him out. Come on, guys. Already running out of arrows, and we've barely even put a dent in these guys. Gotta admit, they're pretty resilient. Probably would have been better if I had my riders of the fold with me instead. Alright, let's try to take out that crew. I'm going to give you guys a bit of a rest, because you kind of need it. Alright, you guys get out of there. Fall back. The light cavalry's doing amazing over there. Yeah, they pretty much knocked out 80% of that crew, I'm thinking. Where are they? Yeah, they got like a handful left, I think. Yeah, 16 left. That's not bad. Okay, I don't know how we're going to deal with these wargs, though. They still have almost 100 of them left. Yep, get out of there, guys. Get out of there. Don't stick around. Yeah, and you guys are pretty much out of arrows. I'm just going to have you get out of there entirely. Don't stick around. Should have had one unit of skirmishers. These guys are going to completely wreck my cavalry. But they're sending in their main host now up against our infantry, so that's a good sign. Eventually they're going to pin themselves down in close combat. That's perfectly fine with me. We'll do... Oh, did they stop already? Oh, they stopped, didn't they? I hope they keep moving. Alright. What do we do over here then? Okay, and sadly I don't have any more missile units except my archers and my... Oh, crap, you gotta be kidding me. Come on. Those dang ballistas. No, they shot one of their wargs. Okay, I'm gonna have to send in my light cavalry to deal with them. I don't have much of a choice. Alright, let's see if we can try to wipe out this warg pack, because again, it's really the biggest threat we have. I know I'm going to lose a lot of light cavalry here, but I'd rather lose a lot of these guys than the rest. Ah, crap, they're going to get slaughtered.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Alright, that took out a decent chunk out of those wargs. Let's fall back. We killed their captain. That's really good.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
We didn't lose as much as I thought we would. That's good. Alright, and they're coming in with those wargs now. If I can just get those guys closer, that'd be great. Alright, I'm going to start sending this cavalry out again. Why not?
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, the light cavalry is going to have to take... Yeah, they're going to have to bite the bullet for us. We got to try to wipe out this warg pack. Alright, got a big charge coming around over here. We'll knock out a good portion of their archers this way. There we go, there we go. Alright, come over here. Alright, we got this army in chaos now. That's perfect. Let's get you out of there. I think they just wiped out... No, they haven't yet. And they're losing, unfortunately. Alright, I better get my Riddermark cavalry over there. Yeah, we got this army on the run now. This is perfect. These guys are completely... Yeah, they're just in complete chaos right now. This is perfect. What's going on over here, though?
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
I know the light cavalry's not doing great. Where's the general? I'm gonna get the general up here to deal with them. Alright, that goblin infantry is gonna be a big problem. Yep, you better fall back. Get out of there. Alright, we better fall back. You guys will just hunt down these guys. Yeah, we're losing a lot of light cavalry, unfortunately. I'm going to go ahead and get my infantry moving. There's no need to keep them up there anymore. We can help you move down here and deal with the rest of those spearmen. Oh, crap. No, don't go after them. I thought they were retreating. Go after these guys. Where's my Riddermark cavalry? Alright, that's good. That's good. Keep doing that. Alright, those wargs are on the run. Yep, 87% of their army has been annihilated now. Alright, let's pull out. Let's pull all the cavalry back. Just go after the ones that are retreating. Alright, you guys just hunt these guys down. Alright, it's only the spears that we gotta deal with next. And they'll be easy. Alright, we'll wait until he's back. Wait until his unit is freshened up a little bit. Back to fresh status. Let the archers deal with this over here.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Alright, perfect. So we annihilated that entire host of goblins. They're completely done for. Just get rid of those last 4, and then we'll end it.
Our foe is
Alright, we
utterly
lost 84
vanquished.
troops.
Let all
Mostly our light cavalry, but that's okay. An acceptable sacrifice to not have to deal with those war packs.
There is no glory, honor, victory.
Okay, I can probably get the light cavalry retrained. Doesn't look too bad. We'll get this agent. Actually, let's get 2 agents in here.
I'm gonna
Not worried about those guys.
Yes, my lord.
And I need to give Theoden some infantry. Ideally. Yeah, I think I'll give him Guard of the Golden Hall here to help out. The only infantry unit I have here. And then I'll give him these 2 guys over here too to help out. There we go. So that puts it in a much better spot. We'll have you keep moving forward towards Goblin territory.
shall continue tomorrow.
I'm going to put you guys over here. Actually, I might put you up there to help out Theoden.
Have a taste of my
Yeah, you can go up there and help Theoden.
by your command. We can go no further today.
Keep all these troops down here for now. Yeah, because I don't really need to send anybody else. I'll bring the bandits up there, I mean. Now, what I'll do next turn is I'll deal with the goblins later. I could...
Your orders, my lord.
Nah, I can't really. I could deal with them now. I don't think I will, though. Check over here.
Approaching.
Alright, no movement from Dol Guldur in this area.
Impossible, my lord.
Nope, nothing here either.
Approaching quietly.
And we better get some more... I think we'll do a Mason's Hall here next. There we go. Yeah, and growth is really good here. So we'll just raise taxes to very high. Entwade could probably use... Nah, we'll keep it where it is. That's good. Alright, we'll retrain this cavalry here. Got a lot more troops coming. I can at least get these guys moving. So I'm going to have you guys start moving up north to help with the war there.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, and this guy will be moving up north towards the Golden Wood as well.
Will keep vigil over the lands. Your will, my lord. By your orders.
Your orders, my lord.
Yes. My lord.
Okay, and what about these guys? These spearmen, I guess I'll have to send you somewhere else to get retrained. Yeah, I'll send you towards Orthanc instead. And I need to get the Helminga's archers retrained too. So I'm going to send you back towards the Foldberg. That makes more sense. Yeah, and then next turn you'll head towards the Hornburg. Nope, we'll just keep taxes where they are. Okay, I think that's pretty good for where we are right there.
Yes.
Next turn, Theoden will be able to start pushing towards Tirthuin. But more than likely, the goblins will send down more troops. So I just need to keep an eye on this road over here to see what's going on. And then we'll have to keep an eye on this goblin threat here too, because I don't know exactly where they're going. Chances are they might try to head towards Enon and Oded, or even towards West Khazad-dûm, because for some reason the dwarves haven't garrisoned this yet. You'd think they'd send troops there right away to keep it garrisoned, but they're not. Alright, the Aldburg has plenty of cavalry to start moving. Let's go ahead and get all of you moving. I know exactly where we're going to send you. Alright, I'm going to start sending you guys down south to help out with the war down there.
Your orders, my lord.
And we don't really need two generals here. So I will send down... Yeah, I'll send Igrik back down, because he needs a taste of command down there. He needs to see some fighting. And I'll send down the Riders of the Fold as well. There we go. Alright, we'll break the siege again and besiege it. Yep, just hold on to it. Alright, you'll be down in southern Gondor in a couple turns. Same with you guys. And let me see what Gondor is up to down here. Yep, I'm going to send my troops down here to help out Gondor. There we go. That way, if they send down a large army, we'll actually have quite a host of riders here to help them out. The Red Shields of Erkenbrand will definitely be giving them a bit of a leg up. Riders of the Fold. Still got our Riddermark cavalry and our Lancers here. And we still have Guthmare down here too, who is actually getting a little bit better as a commander now. Alright, that sums up everything there. I need to get these guys moving too.
Yes,
And then I think for Theodred, we better start sending Theodred down this way to help out against Dol Guldur. Yeah, you guys will stay there. It doesn't look too bad. I think we have a decent shot at wiping these guys out. I mean, we could wait and see what happens.
approaching quietly.
I really want to send these guys over here too. Get you guys moving. Closer we get to Lim here, the better.
Your orders, my lord.
Bless you, noble ally. 'Tis an honor.
Yes, my lord.
I might hold out one turn. I don't know where these guys are going, but I'd feel a lot better if we had a bigger host to fight alongside with.
Yes.
Alright, and that turn... Alright, I think Gondor can take this on their own. They got this. They don't really need my help with that. Besides, my cavalry's gonna be useless in a siege. That's why Rohan can't really take sieges very well, because... what are cavalry gonna do? They can't scale walls, they can't climb ladders. And fighting in a tight corridor is the worst case scenario for them. And we need to get rid of the Dunlendings. I don't want to deal with them still being a threat up there in the north. The goblins are retreating. Well, at least they're retreating instead of being a nuisance near Imladris or Khazad-dûm. Alright, so we can start moving a lot more of these troops up north now, so we can finally finish these guys off.
Your orders, my lord.
And what kind of... yeah, that's nothing. We can deal with these guys. They're not a big deal.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, so ideally I would like to have some more infantry, but I know that we need to start sending some more cavalry up there too. I think what I'll do is I'll send the sellswords, some more of these spearmen and archers, and guards of the Golden Hall. Yeah, because I can free up all these guys now.
Your orders, my lord.
With honor, we shall engage.
Alright, and these guys are insisting on fighting. Let me just save this really quick. Make sure we send some more cavalry up there too. We want to send whatever troops we can to help them out. Can I still send these guys over here? I mean, we don't really need them.
As you wish.
Yes, my lord.
Theoden has more than enough troops to deal with this.
My lord. Approaching, my lord.
Now, I don't know where else the goblins are hiding.
Approaching quietly. Approaching quietly. Approaching quietly, my lord.
And does Theoden have any catapults? Yeah, it's unlikely these catapults are going to make it in time, but might as well send them. I'm going to put you in this fort for now. In fact, now that we have the room... yeah, I'll send you guys up as well eventually. I don't know how much free upkeep we get in this area. We get 2... so that's 6. That might be it. The ruins of the Gwaith-i-Madain? Gwaith-i-Madain? I think it's Gwaith-i-Madain? Gwaith-i-Madain? Ruins of the Gwaith-i-Madain. Okay. Yeah, it might just be 6 units total that we get here with free upkeep. Yeah, I think that's about it. So we already have the maximum here. Alright, you guys just keep heading south. We may not even need this many troops to keep moving. But I'll send them anyways, because I want to get rid of the Dunlendings too, so I'd rather have more than enough than not enough to make that final push and finally get rid of them. Okay, you can build a blacksmith then.
Your orders, my lord.
You'll keep moving north.
Honor your will, my lord.
Same with you guys.
Wish. Orders.
You'll meet up over there. And we will just keep Oswi's army down here in the Drekarn. That just makes sense for the time being. Alright, I'll leave a couple of these guys behind over here, just in case. But I'll send the rest of you guys down south, I'm thinking. Do I need all of you? I'll think about it. I'll send you two down instead.
Your order.
And then you'll make your way around over here.
Yes.
Yes, my lord.
Now, I'm not sure what Gondor is going to do next, but taking back Tirithordos is definitely the step in the right direction. More than likely, Gondor will try to take this back. Keep my troops nearby just in case. Where's my ship? I can get you guys across here a lot faster. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now you've got way more troops to work with, so when the time comes, we'll be able to provide a lot more help. Alright, Mordor could be a problem down here. It would still take me at least one more turn to reach them. The problem is the Witch King could be a problem here too, and I want to make sure Gondor doesn't lose Tirithordos again. That's the bigger priority. Because they got a big host of orcs coming this way, and more than likely the Witch King's going to merge with them and be a huge threat. I really need a spy down here, because this doesn't tell me a lot about what Gondor's forces look like. I wish there was a feature that we could negotiate with our allies, like, hey, give me some full details or stats on your units, so I don't have to keep using spies all the time. Alright, this can upgrade to a large town. Military garrison is ready in 2 turns. I need to try to save on upkeep, because I feel like the upkeep is going to be an issue moving forward, since we have troops on so many different fronts right now.
Yes, my lord. My lord.
Alright, those guys are moving towards the Drakarn. Actually, I should have another spy that I can send up north. Yeah, I got you ready, so let's keep you moving.
Approaching quietly. Tomorrow's
I need way more spies in this area.
my lord.
And then I'm going to move over here. Yeah, the elves look like they're pretty safe here. They got a huge army defending their capital.
Your orders, my lord.
Can't really do anything with you guys just yet.
Yes, my lord.
I don't think the elves need that much help down here. We got a pretty decent host of troops here as it is. So if they need help, they got plenty of troops here. No doubt. They'll be fine.
I would fight for your people as if they were my own.
Yes, my lord.
I'm going to send Theodred up here. It's a little blind, but that's okay. Got the goblins up here to deal with. This might be a good test for him. Plus, we can kill off their faction leader, their chieftain. That might be good. But I definitely need more intel before I can make a move like that. So what I'll do is I'll send him up here for now. Oh, we could help them out now, maybe.
To battle.
Yeah, we still need military access, unfortunately.
I'm gonna stick
Gonna have to hold off on that.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, Theoden, let's go ahead and take these guys out.
We shall engage.
We'll make this one quick and then continue the march towards Tirthuin.
We attack.
I want to get these guys out of the way quickly. At the very least, I'd like to have Tirthuin under siege, if not taken, by the end of this stream. Alright. Wide plains. Couldn't ask for a better battlefield to be on. Unless I was charging downhill completely. Alright, I think I can literally win this battle with just Theoden and my missile units, and that's about it. And I don't even think I really need you guys, so I'm going to keep you all back here. I'll keep you guys as far away from the combat as possible. Keep the lances over here too. Why not? Alright, they've got some skirmishers. And if I stand corrected, no archers at all. So we can get pretty much as close as we like to these guys. Alright, let's take out these wargs. We're quickly killing them off with the javelins. Not much of a threat here. Theoden will do a powerful charge down here. There we go. Great powerful charge with his cavalry. Some of the finest in all of Middle-earth. I think these guys are going to run away pretty soon. Let's get Theoden back up the hill again.
Very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Alright, so that's pretty much all the wargs wiped out, except one little pest over there I have to deal with. Theoden will charge these troops again. We got our skirmishers taking down these bodyguards here. Alright, that's the last of the wargs killed off. Let's go ahead and aim for this general, see if we can get him killed off too, quickly.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Alright, that was great. Fall back.
Battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Alright, you guys are out of javelins. Keep shooting. Yep, get back. You guys are out of arrows too. Alright, whatever we got, just unleash on the enemy over there. Yeah, we've killed off 82% of this army. Alright, come on. Just need my Aerids to take out this bodyguard here just a little bit more. Yeah, and this must be quite the inspiring general, because these guys are completely wiped out, and yet they're still fighting. Oh, okay, they're routed now. Alright, so those overseers have been wiped out. Alright, good work, archers. Take out that one Uruk over there. Alright, you can fall back now. You guys are completely out of ammo. This whole battle, we may have lost like maybe 2 guys, and that's about it.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Alright, and that's about it, right? Couple of skirmishers, no big deal.
Be awed by the
Oh, we lost
victory
5
have
troops?
won here
Okay, I
today.
can't account for the other 3 that I lost. Okay, so the goblin threat has been annihilated. We'll go ahead and have you guys merge, and then march straight on to Tirthuin. I don't think it's going to be much of a battle here at Tirthuin, but what I'm most concerned about is that once we take this region, it will trigger another Goblin Doom stack. And I think it's going to show up somewhere around here, so the troops that we have coming up now, not here, maybe like up there in Ost and Ethel. In fact, I may send you guys back, just in case. Alright, you guys can build a tomb, is what I'm thinking. There we go. Actually, I think I'll do a military garrison. No, we'll do a tomb. That's fine. Alright, again, not much I can really do this turn for anything else. I should probably start sending my spies to the side of the mountains, because there's not as much need for them this time. I got 2 over there. I got 2 here, but culture is at 31%, so I'll just let culture grow on its own from here. I need these spies over on the other side now. Get these guys retrained. Oh, I still can't get them retrained. Darn it. But I get another catapult going, and then build... Yeah, I think I'll hold off construction here for now. Yeah, we'll do a Mason's Hall. Yeah, because everything else is done with. You can upgrade to a town. Alright, and that's looking pretty good. Already got you guys moving. So Theoden's not going to have anything to really worry about moving up to Tirthuin. Whatever resistance the goblins can give, pretty much just goblin infantry at this point. We fought off the worst of their forces near Casa Doom. Anything else further up north, not going to be as big of a threat. Oh jeez, this could be it for the elves. Oh my goodness. That's a huge army. Yeah, and once the elves lose Thranduil's halls, the Woodland Realm will be annihilated. So that means defending Esgaroth and, well, actually defending Dale itself is going to be an even bigger task. Alright, money is still coming in pretty well. Got a huge Dol Guldur force over here, but I will be able to help them out this turn.
Yes, my lord.
The dwarves look like they're pushing back over here, though I might intercept them and just wipe them out with Theodred's army.
I'm gonna stick you.
Yeah, what are these guys doing over here? So the goblins and the elves were not at war this whole time? That's weird. Alright, I need to send my spy back down here, because again, I have to make sure this area is safe to travel through. I don't want to deal with any Dol Guldur orcs stopping us along the way. Alright, you'll join him up there too. Actually, you might as well build this.
Yes.
Why can't you build a watchtower? Yeah, there we go. Make that work.
Concealing the troops by your order. This tower will keep vigilant.
Alright, and then you're going to build... Because culture is already at, like, yeah, 78% here. We'll just do that for now. Now, where can I get the Shield Maidens retrained? Oh, I can get the Helm's Hammers now. That's amazing. Plus, they're not really that expensive. 1470, that's not bad. Alright, and then you guys head down towards Durwa, see if I get you retrained there. I can get a couple of you retrained, but not the Lancers. At least the Lancers that give you some armor. Alright, we don't need the catapult here, so we're going to move you towards Lothlorien. Byrig, let's start building a mining network. That'll help us with our income situation. You'll build communal farming, and I gotta stop building stuff this turn, because I'm running out of money in the treasury.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, and then you're just going to besiege Tirthuin. How is it that we can't get there just yet? I really want to besiege it this turn. I don't want to give them more time to build up their forces. It's probably because I still have some infantry that's bogging me down. I should be able to besiege it this turn. I don't know why it's still out of reach. Alright, I gotta try this all over again. I really should save this before I do any of this again.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, you're gonna besiege it, because I am not gonna deal with these guys
We shall engage.
having any more time. There we go. Alright, you're gonna move back down this way, in case that Goblin Doomstack comes back again.
My lord.
You'll keep moving south.
Quietly. Tomorrow's
Alright, you'll head over here and get retrained. And let's get the Helm's Hammers. Alright, I don't mind building a practice range here. And I don't mind upgrading this either. And then Biorig, you're gonna get those mines going. Alright, let's see. Culture. How's culture looking here? 50%? Yep, that's good enough. Plus, public order is in a great place. Let's just go ahead and boost taxes up. Yeah, that's a nice difference right there. We get like almost 400 more gold per turn.
my lord.
You're gonna head down this way.
Your will, my lord. Marching to war.
I might cut these guys off so I can kill off their faction leader.
My lord. Approaching quietly.
Alright, you're gonna head back down this way for me.
Approaching quietly.
I got another spy up here that can keep an eye on this area.
Approaching
Alright, that's really good.
Approaching quietly.
Now, I don't think I'll attack these guys just yet. I'll just wait till they besiege this area and then I'll intervene. Meanwhile, I can definitely get you guys moving up here. Actually, I might have you hide here just for now.
As you wish.
There we go.
Yes, my lord.
With honor. A prime position to launch a cowardly ambush if need be. Concealed
Perfect.
by your will, my lord.
Alright, I'll figure out what to do with Theodred, but the important thing is that Theoden has Tir Thuin under siege now. So if we really want to, we could just directly attack it next turn, and maybe not have to deal with a huge goblin army around here.
Approaching
Because I don't really see anybody nearby that could be a threat.
my lord. Approaching quietly.
Yeah, I really don't see anything up here.
Approaching quietly, my lord.
We might be okay over here.
Approaching quietly. Approaching quietly. Approaching quietly. Your orders, my lord.
As you command. Yes.
Okay, so direct assault here won't be easy, but probably necessary, just so we can stop dealing with the goblins. And then I will negotiate selling this to the Dunedain so that they can form a buffer zone here. And then we'll finally move towards Saloniac and eliminate the last of the Dunlendings. We got some pretty big battles up ahead of us here. They got a lot of generals there now. Ugh, that's just insane. That's ridiculous. I definitely left them alone for way too long.
Yes,
Alright,
my lord.
Aomer, you're gonna have to stay up there. This spy I'm gonna start moving, but I'll keep you in here because I know that Doomstack's gonna show up once we take Tir Thuin. Where's that new general? Yeah, I need you to get up there faster, so just start making your way over here.
We're leaving the army. Orders. My lord. Your will, my lord. By your command. Orders. Yes. My lord. Orders. My lord.
And I'm gonna start moving you guys up here to this fort.
As you wish.
Here we go.
Your orders, my lord.
Alright, let's see if it's worth cutting these guys off. Oh. Might just be better if we leave this to the dwarves.
I'm gonna stick you to battle.
Ooh. It doesn't look too bad. It's really just numbers. They got a lot of this annoying cavalry as well, but we have a way of dealing with them. I might just avoid fighting them.
My lord.
And then down here, let's check Southern Gondor.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, I'm going to stick around over here just in case. I want this guy to move.
With
Have a taste of my blade.
your orders, my lord.
Alright, we'll keep the cavalry nearby over here. You guys need to keep making your way down here.
Ships ready.
Board that ship, come over here.
Leaving the boat.
There we go. So now he's got a huge army of riders here. Lots of missile cavalry. That'll cause a lot of damage to those weakly armored orcs.
Yes, my lord.
Orders.
Okay, and I've got another general here to fill the pipeline. I don't really need to send you up north. In fact, I'll send you in this direction instead.
Making camp here.
I might have you relieve Hama so that I can get him moving again. Yeah, and we're good to go with troops here. I don't see any other movement at all.
Approaching,
Constantly keeping an eye on this area.
my lord.
This might be a problem. These guys look like they could be heading towards the Anduin, and when they cross it, that is going to be quite the army to deal with.
My blade.
Alright, I'll go ahead and save this for now. I at least want to see what's going to happen next turn. Can I take Tirthuin next turn? Are they going to sally forth and fight me as a huge goblin army to come out of nowhere? I don't know. But as long as the Dunedain are nearby, I can easily sell this region to them, and then they'll garrison it right away.
A prime position to launch a cowardly ambush if need be.
Alright, and the elves repelled that pretty much on their own. If the dwarves can get close enough, they can help us out over there and we can wipe out that Dol Guldur army. I'd be very happy to fight alongside the Khazad-dûm dwarves. Okay, income is doing great now.
Yes, my lord.
I'll take a look at that later. And I might just take this now, honestly. Or if I wait one more turn, I can force all these guys to come out and fight, which would be probably be easier for me, honestly. Alright, looks like the orcs have retreated from there.
Ships ready.
I'll check on that later.
My lord. Impossible.
I don't know where that Dol Guldur host went. That was a huge one.
Quietly. Approaching quietly, my lord. Approaching quietly.
Yeah, just stay there for now then. Let's go ahead and upgrade this. We need that.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Alright, we'll get you guys over here. You'll soon be moving.
Your
I think we should go ahead and see if we can knock these guys out now. But the dwarves wouldn't be able to help me, would they? Let me just save this really quick. Be amazing if they could, but I don't think they will.
We shall engage.
No, they still can't help, unfortunately. They're not close enough. Annoying enough as that is.
Yes, my lord.
As you command.
And if we
Glory,
do that, we're in trouble.
Victory.
So we don't want to do that either. Maybe we should just avoid fighting there altogether, honestly. I think we'll just sit here for this turn again. Not much else I can really do. I don't think it would be a good idea to attack this, because this is a medium encampment, so it means they're going to have those annoying towers. And I don't have any siege equipment to deal with that either. Yeah, it's probably not best that we attack. We should just let this army come forward and then completely wipe them out is what I'm thinking.
Yes, my lord.
Your will, my lord.
Oh, I got a catapult nearby, so maybe that could be useful. I'd have to send a unit out of here, though. That's the problem. Yeah, it's probably best that we just keep you back for now. I'll keep you at the bridge here for the time being.
Yes, my lord.
And then... who would actually make a better governor?
Your orders, my lord.
With honor.
Yes, your orders. Yes, your orders, my lord. Yes,
Oh, so I guess they're both kind of equal. Now, I'll lose some income here, but I really need to get EUR on the move. Yeah, that should be fine. We'll have the tombs ready by next turn.
Yes, my lord.
And then EUR
Tower will keep vigil.
can actually get up here and help out with the fighting against the goblins. So I will gladly... let me see here. Yes, I will gladly give up my light cavalry to have EUR in the ranks.
By your command.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, let's get you up there then.
They're combining forces.
And I'll just double check on southern Gondor here, see what's going on. Gondor has so many troops down here now. So it looks like Mordor... oh, they took Emin Ethel. Emin Ithel. The Witch King looks like he's falling back. We've got these sieges. Yeah, I'll have to remember not to take this place, so... can I just lift this siege?
Yes.
And then come back and besiege it?
We shall
There we go.
engage. We
That'll keep it
shall
going for another
prevail.
8 turns right there. Alright, so eventually this garrison is going to fall. And when that does happen, we have to be ready to take the fight to Mordor. Because they'll be flooding troops across there like crazy.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, and then down here, with Gondor on the move...
I'm gonna stick you.
yeah, it's probably best that... in fact, I think I'll just go ahead and take this fort here.
We have
That'll save us some
triumphed.
money. For a little while.
Our courage and honor have come.
And I won't take Tirthuin this turn. I don't think it's worth it. We don't really have any catapults or ballistas to take out those towers. And I'd like to avoid any unnecessary casualties trying to take a town. Alright, so the dwarves took care of that nonsense.
There is no glory in hiding like this, my lord.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no. That's bad. Yep, that's bad. Oh,
The
boy.
enemy is upon us. Courage to arms.
Now, why can't the elves help us out here? Like, we're right next door. Alright, so we knew that day was coming. We knew the Woodland Realm would collapse. Yep, we know that. We know that. I don't need to be reminded of that. Heist and run, might as well. And we know the Woodland Realm is destroyed. Very sad day indeed. It looks like the Dunedain might be keeping them busy up here.
Your orders, my lord.
I mean, I could try to take it now, but I'd absolutely hate dealing with the casualties. Alright, before we do that, let me just check around elsewhere here. Alright, we'll do a militia garrison here next. I think I'll send this heavy cavalry in there to try to boost. Yeah, it's hardly even helping. Alright, keep the spy around here for now. I'll put another spy up there.
Yes, my lord.
My lord.
Your orders, my lord.
Orders. Your will, my lord. My lord. Yes. Your will.
Alright, let's see what happens if I send these guys up in here. And we try taking it by force.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of taking this by force, but I really don't want to waste 4 turns on this either. How bad would it be
No further, my lord.
if we just take it now? What are we looking at? 116? It's not bad. But at least we can get this siege done with and move on.
An honorable, glorious victory. A most noble conquest.
It's only 116 troops. It's not horrible. Could have been worse than that.
What is it you wish to discuss?
Alright, and we will give you Tirthuin. Map information. We just asked for 20,000 in gold. That's considered generous. Okay, well, let's do 30,000 then, shall we? That's still considered generous. Okay.
This. Well, that seemed fruitful. Farewell.
Orders. As you wish.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Your will, my lord. Orders. Splitting our forces.
Your orders, my lord.
My lord. Orders. Leaving orders. Your will, my lord. Can I take you, my blade?
Alright, so let me go ahead. I don't really think I need to merge any of these troops together. We can just keep moving from here. But I know next turn that is more than likely going to trigger a doom stack for the goblins. I'll put you in there. And I'm going to get you guys moving up here. Let's see. In fact, I'll put all the cavalry... Yeah, let me put the rest of the cavalry in here. In fact, I might just put them up there to save money. There we go.
My lord. Your will, my lord. My lord. Orders. My lord.
And I'll just move you guys all up in here. And I'll get you guys moving too. Why not?
We can go no further today.
Alright, and this general needs to start moving.
With honor. Yes. This tower will keep vigil over the lands. With honor.
Alright, and how do things look down here in southern Gondor? We could help out Gondor over here. Doesn't look too bad.
Stick you.
But I also don't want to scare off the orcs either.
Your orders, my lord.
So I think I'll send Egric over with some elite troops.
Your will, my lord. We shall engage.
Yeah, we should definitely take out these guys now while we have the upper hand. Gondor has plenty of troops that it can send to help out. This won't be too bad.
Attack.
Alright, Alright, we strike these guys now, get rid of them. And then Gondor can continue on its merry way. Alright, it's a lot of orcs, but not a big deal, honestly. Yeah, I better get you guys back. We're trying to go after you entirely. Alright, what I'll do is just start creeping up from behind. These Warg Riders I can start taking out. We can definitely help out by taking out those Warg Riders. I don't see a whole lot of archers here, or any so far. Where are their archers? Might just be all skirmishers. Oh, they have some archers, but just one unit of archers from what I can see. So we could just go to town on these guys. Are you guys actually firing? Yeah, I don't think they're actually firing anything. Oh, they are. Okay. Penithgelen cavalry. Pretty decent Gondorian heavy cavalry. I do like how they look. They're pretty cool. They look like medieval knights. Alright, we get rid of these Warg Riders here. Then I can start using my general to flank these guys. Yeah, they're just completely demolishing them.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way.
Alright, this is a good opportunity for us to charge at these guys. I'm going to hit at them from behind right here. Alright, that was good. Now get out of there. Get out of there, my friend. Oh, we got them routing. Yeah, they didn't like that.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Oh, now they're just shooting carcasses now. Dead cows at the enemy. Alright, if I can just get rid of these Warg Riders, I can be a lot more flexible with my cavalry. I'll see if I can intercept these orcs really quick. Yeah, for some reason my archers are just not being that effective.
The enemy general lies dead.
Alright, this army's going to be on the run pretty soon.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Alright, so these orcs are officially on the run now. Let's go ahead and intercept them. Alright, get back up there, Egric. I don't want you getting too far ahead of yourself. Yeah, and our casualties aren't too bad. 16% across the board. What we need to do is cut these guys off and make sure they don't regroup.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours. Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Alright, let's get you out of there. I don't want you guys getting killed. Whew. Okay, that got really close. How come those catapults are not out of ammo yet? Okay, one wrong shot could easily kill our general. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Son of a gun! What the heck? Come on, guys. Your damn trebuchets. Holy cow, we lost... I cannot believe that. We got really close to losing our general. Okay, those catapults are overkill. I better get my troops out of there. Jesus. Okay, that's enough.
This is a clear victory.
Lost like 6 guys because Gondor's damn trebuchet and its friendly fire. Our general was like literally an inch away from death there. That would have made that whole battle awful. Okay, you guys did great.
Your orders, my lord.
And keep you hidden there for now. At least we have to eliminate one huge host of orcs. That gives Gondor a much better place to sit moving forward. Alright, and then up here,
Yes, my lord.
let me see. Probably best that I send my cavalry over here to help out. Yeah, because we have to deal with these guys now, don't we?
To battle.
I think the elves have more than enough good quality troops here to make this work. I say we just make it work now.
We attack. The tide of battle seems to have turned against us.
Alright, so there's no way we can fight this on our own, of course. We're gonna have to back things up here. Alright, and the elves are coming up from behind us. Actually, I better send you guys this way to deal with the wargs. I don't want the wargs being an issue. Let's go ahead and start taking them out now. That'll be our first contribution here. I'll send you guys around. At the very least, we can help deal with some of these warg riders here. Kind of thin their ranks a bit. Yeah, and these warg riders are pretty weak. And for some reason, their cavalry is just sitting there taking it. Yeah, and the elves are going to take a while before they're fully in position. Alright, let's try to take out some of these spear units here. Actually, you can go move around and hit those warg riders. Alright, once you guys are out, I'll have you retire for a while. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get my light cavalry set up over here. As long as we can eliminate their cavalry, they can't impede our attack from the main force. Alright, just let them pursue you, that's okay. Alright, all we gotta do is just take out these wargs, come on. And now I'm gonna get my light cavalry ready to start launching a massive attack on their flanks.
Swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge. Only half the enemy force remains. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. The enemy general abandoned his men.
All right, so this entire army is now on the run. This is going by a lot faster than I thought it would.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Yeah, that's a huge host of their troops just running from the field. Alright, and the other half will go after these troops here. You guys need to go after them. You guys need to go after them. Alright, this battle's going to be wrapped up pretty quickly. Yeah, I think that's more than enough there. We're done there. We lost literally 4 troops, so this turned out to be way more successful than I expected. We didn't get a ton of kills here, but we definitely caught a lot of prisoners, that's for sure. Alright. Devacon successfully defended, and now they're sneaking these guys past us again with more troops. Way too late to start recruiting troops here. They got a big army coming over here, so now I can't send any cavalry over to them. They're not going to get there on time.
Your orders, my lord.
I'm going to have to fall back over here to defend it now, which is really annoying. I really hate how they snuck these troops past us. Alright, we'll just have to stay here then for now. We'll start building roads here too, because we're going to need it. Alright, we'll start getting some more infantry going here. Got a brand new general and a bunch of cavalry that we can start moving. You're going to make your way up north.
We can go no further, my lord. My lord.
Your orders, my lord.
Alright, so we have to make sure the goblins don't take this next turn, otherwise it's going to be a waste giving this to the Dunedain.
My lord.
I'm hoping they don't turn around, but they probably will, just to take it. We'll end this turn just to see where things go. But Dulgador sneaking troops just try to hit us at Tirathanduin. They're just not going to give up on that. Ah, crap. Why are they going back west? Now you're giving the goblins all that room to take your territory. Alright. Should make it easier for us to hunt down and kill their leader, now that he has a smaller force to work with. Let's just hope that Khazad-dûm will be a lot more aggressive against Dulgador, because we need the quality of their troops. Because once Khazad-dûm starts fielding its Mithril Guard, they basically become invincible. Very hard to take down Dwarven warriors when they're wearing Mithril armor. Alright, with any luck, maybe that host of orcs will retreat back up north from Tir Thanduin. Mordia's leader is dead. Okay, let's take a look over here. Things remain steady. These orcs are stubborn. They're just there to spite me, honestly.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, Theodred, I'll figure out what to do with you later.
Yes, my lord.
And I really needed the Dunedain to send troops over here. But now it looks like Theoden's got to deal with this goblin host here first before he can move towards the Dunlendings.
Yes, my lord. Yes. My lord. Approaching.
They are sending some troops over, so maybe they'll garrison it by next turn.
Your orders, my lord.
Alright, I don't see any Goblin Doomstack yet, but it'll probably appear the next turn or two. So I'd like to stick around until I at least have some more confirmation there. Alright, Dunlardic. You're going to build a Lord's Hall. We train these guys. Let's get some more cavalry going. And you're going to build roads over here. Actually, no. Let's do Merchant's Wharf. And because public order is so good here, let's get these Helminges archers moving. Move you to the front.
Yes.
Get this general moving too. In fact, I think I want you to take over for Dunlardic. Let Hama leave. Oh, for God's sake, why is public order so bad here? What is it with this guy?
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
This is ridiculous. How am I ever going to get public order agreeable here? Dunlardic is a nightmare. Yeah, I just don't get why it's so bad. I'm so confused.
Yes, my lord. Your orders.
Alright, I might as well send you down towards gambling. Because I don't really see a point in keeping you up there. I think we'll keep you up there for now. We'll figure something out with you. But I'll definitely have to deal with these guys next. Yeah, if I get rid of those guys quickly, then I can at least sit here until the Dunedain sends some more troops to hold this region, and then proceed towards Saloniac.
Your orders, my lord.
I'll have to deal with this host of orcs over here, being annoying as usual. And I need another spy up here. Alright, tell me what's over here then. Alright, looks good. What's over here then?
Approaching quietly, my lord. Approaching quietly.
Alright, we get some more guard to the caves. And these spies need to keep moving forward. Need a lot more of you up in Lothlorien. I can finally retrain the Spear Guard, get some more Royal Guard. And then we'll get all of these guys moving towards Lothlorien. And it looks like the Vardigs have decided to take that region I sold to Agmar a long while back. Dol Guldur is now at war with Rune. That's actually good news. And now Dol Guldur and Mordor are no longer allies. Very ironic. They've broken their alliance with them, so looks like they're playing a very dangerous game here.
Your orders, my lord.
With honor.
Okay, so what I'm going to do next... Because Theodred's got... Yeah, he needs more infantry. I think what I'll do is I'll keep the Druidane there,
Yes, my lord.
but let's get some more infantry to join him up here.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Your will, my lord.
Your orders, my lord.
Alright, I'll just get you moving up here for now,
Yes.
because then you'll be able to meet up with Theodred later.
Yes, my lord.
With honor. Yes. With honor.
Alright, I'm going to send you back over here for now.
Yes.
It's not a whole ton I can do with Theodred at the moment.
Your orders, my lord.
I got more troops moving up this way, so let's go ahead and keep this moving.
Honor.
My lord. Approaching quietly. Approaching.
I am but an ally, lord.
Yes, my lord.
Yep, and now I need to address a crisis over here.
My lord. As you wish.
Alright, we can get all these guys except you. I'll have to send the Royal Guard back towards maybe the Hornburg. Yep, I'll get you retrained here. Perfect. And then next turn, we'll finally have Helm's Hammers ready to go. Alright, and like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these guys now, I'm thinking.
We shall engage.
Do the Dunedain a favor here and just wipe these guys out. That gives me some more peace of mind. But I will have to move against the Dunlendings next, because I can't allow them to exist as a threat over there. Alright, who else do I still have up there? Actually, the Lancers... Yeah, just stay up here. You're good. And the Light Cavalry... I'll have you over here too. Why not? Alright, where's Eomer? Yep, Eomer. You're gonna start swinging around over here. And I'll send some of these skirmishers... Yeah, I'll send these skirmishers over there too. There we go. Alright, fall back. Just start moving my Riddermark cavalry down. Alright, wiped out all those Warg Riders. Let's get you guys over here and start taking them out. And then I want you guys to come over here and help them out too.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Alright, I think I'm going to start sending my Lancers in soon. Good charge from the Lancers will get a lot of these guys running. All we gotta do is just take care... Oh, they got another unit of Wargs. Yikes, yikes, get out of there, get out of there. Yikes, get out of there, guys. Shit. I didn't see those guys at all. Yep, I need you guys to get out of there. Alright. Alright, keep at 'em, boys.
Now for wrath! Now for ruin! The enemy general abandons his men.
Alright, get out of there, guys.
The enemy general lies dead.
Perfect. So with their commander dead, a lot of them are going to be fleeing the field soon. We've already inflicted 37% casualties. I think we pretty much wiped out their wargs over here, so that's good. Oh crap, that's Goblin Band Infantry. Get out of there. Yep, you guys can get out of there now. Oh crap, those Warg Riders. Completely forgot about them. Yikes. Well, the Warg packs anyways. Oh, they got ballistas there too. Where's Eomer? Where do those Wargs go? Alright, you guys are overextending. Fall back, fall back. Alright, pretty much got these guys on the run, that's good. But that Warg pack we're going to have to deal with now.
Badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Where's Theoden? Yep, get over here and help out. Alright, let's do a powerful charge against these guys. Might get them to run. Alright, fall back. Alright, that was good, but they're not running, so... Let's see, did we kill these guys off? Yep, I think they're pretty much done for. Didn't even lose that many of our Lancers, that's good. Alright, and now they're finally broken. go ahead and send you guys down to deal with them. Let's avoid the Hellbirds. Don't go after the Hellbirds. I'm going to have you guys all go back up here. The Hellbirds are the only ones left to deal with. That's fine. I'll send you guys down to deal with them.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time.
Alright, that was a lot easier than I thought it'd be.
The enemy are utterly vanquished. This is a great...
Alright, another stupendous victory there. Holy cow, it is practically 2 hours. This is way, way late. I'm really gonna have to call it very soon. Oh, excuse me there, sorry about that.
We have triumphed.
Yes.
Okay, head back over here. We'll start targeting Dunlending territory very soon.
As you wish.
Like I said, at the very least, I want to see one more turn will do for us, because I'm anxious to see if the goblins are going to get another Doom stack soon.
Your orders, my lord.
Because I know they're down to their last 2 regions left. There's no doubt about that. I've got way too many troops over here. So, Tir Thuin, let's make sure that Dunedain can actually put some troops there and hold it.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, check on southern Gondor here and see what's going on. I think we're going to send some troops.
Your orders. My
Yeah,
lord.
they should be fine.
Yes, my lord.
I'm going to put these troops back over here. Next turn, we'll be able to help them out if need be. Because now Gondor is sending thousands and thousands of troops over there, which is very good. I forgot about that Dol Guldur host over there. Alright, this will have to be the very last turn. Yep, they're creeping closer to us, but they allowed us to get some more cavalry, so
Your
I'll
orders.
take you guys out soon enough.
Yes, my lord. Approaching quietly.
Alright, Dol Guldur has another host this way to deal with.
Approaching quietly.
Yeah, they have so many troops over here now, it's crazy.
Your orders, my lord.
So we'll have to deal with these guys next. I might have Theodred deal with them on his own.
Yes, my lord.
But first things first,
My lord.
let's get some proper troops in here.
Yes, my lord.
Let's get some spear units for him. Because he's got a lot of light cavalry, some heavy cavalry. Missile units, he's got plenty, so we don't really need any more of those. Archers we need.
Yes, my lord.
And some Riddermark cavalry would be nice. You guys gonna meet up with these troops over here. There we go.
Yes.
Just basically put out any fires in the area.
Yes, my lord.
We're just gonna hold our ground here and wait for these guys to make a move. Alright, I'm not ready to take that anytime soon. That would just be silly.
Your orders.
And perfect. The Dunedain have taken this region. Let's hope they send a lot more troops over there soon. might be time for me to start sending some troops up there just to make sure the Dunedain can actually hold their new territory. So what I'll do is I'll send this guy over here. I'm going to send this whole garrison out. Well, actually, not the whole garrison. I'll send you guys up here.
Your orders, my lord. My lord. Yes, my lord.
Alright, I think the obvious answer is we're going to have to move around these guys. But I need to check on the goblins up here.
Approaching quietly.
Probably would be best if we move up and take Osul right away. That way the goblin threat is completely eliminated. But I want to get rid of the Dunlendings too. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and just move around them. They do have siege equipment, so if they really want to, they could end up taking it back. That's the problem. And do they have any real troops they're sending over? Like, can you send like a big army? For real, where are your troops, Dunedain?
Yes, my lord.
Because now I feel kind of stuck here. Alright, I'm going to move these guys back around. We'll have to take out this huge Dunlending host here, which won't be too hard.
Your will, my lord.
Alright, I don't think we need this many agents here. But I will send this cavalry this way. And we've got a new commander here. He can take command of these troops up here. Yeah, he's a better governor, so you'll actually take command.
As you wish. We can go no further today. Your will, my lord.
Alright, you guys are ready to go, so I'm going to send you eastwards and then north. And we've got all these troops ready to move too. Let's put you in here for now. Yep, and you guys are totally ready to go. I think I'll just send the Helmhammers for now. I better just get rid of these guys now. They're not going to go anywhere.
Your orders, my lord.
So let me go ahead and get the high ground here first.
Yes, my lord.
Your will, my lord. Your will, my lord. We're combining forces. To battle. Orders. By you, we shall engage.
Alright, let's go ahead and take out these guys now. It's not that big of a host.
Muster your courage.
Plus we have the high ground, so we have every advantage here. Should only take maybe like 5 minutes to win this. Yeah, that's a pretty good position. Get you guys lined up. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Let's get the light cavalry lined up, as usual. I think what I'll do is I'll have you guys lined up over here. Oswi will lead you. Aomen, with his Riders of the Fold, you'll lead some of the missile cavalry. Keep you guys in the back for now. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and eliminate these archers right now. Alright, and that charge was so powerful it pretty much knocked the wind out of them. Any courage they had, they're pretty much done for. They'll regroup. Alright, that was a very powerful charge.
Continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, let's do it again. Give them no quarter. Let's do it again.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, let's hit these Mirkwood Slayers again. Let's have you guys fall back.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Alright, perfect. We got these guys on the run now. Pretty easy battle.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Alright, that's about enough of that.
Awed by the victory
Lost
we have
84
won
troops.
here today.
Not too bad. Pretty darn amazing. So we know that as Rohan, we're doing pretty darn well against the goblins in Dol Guldur. Dol Guldur is not too challenging on the battlefield, especially if they don't have a general. Now, I know they have way tougher troops than that, so we're by far not dealing with the worst they can throw at us.
Glory, honor, victory.
Yes, your orders, my lord.
Alright, you'll continue leaving these troops here to defend.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
Let me go ahead and group these guys together. Yeah, the missile cavalry is fine. I don't have a way station here, do I? No, I do not. Can I even retrain the cavalry here? That's a good question. Maybe.
Your orders, my lord.
Alright, I don't need any mercenary cavalry, but I will send these guys back to the front. So I'll go ahead and put these guys here for now.
Honor. This tower will keep vigil over the lands. Yes. This tower will keep vigil over the my lord.
My lord.
Alright, you guys need to keep moving forward. This is going to help light up the whole map for us.
Yes, my lord.
You'll just stay there.
My
Need you guys to move around over here. And then you're going to stick around over here, see what they're up to.
approaching.
Yeah, because I feel like we have a pretty good chance to help the dwarves push Dol Guldur out of these regions here. At least they still hold on to this large town. Again, I'm going to let one more turn pass and see what happens. Yeah, Khazad-dûm is just going to dominate the battlefield because they have all these amazing dwarven heavy infantry. That's why I got to make Khazad-dûm a lot stronger, because if they can field more armies like this, even Dol Guldur is not going to stand much of a chance. Their numbers alone won't be enough. So what I think what we need to do is basically just push forward with the dwarves and just take the fight to Dol Guldur as much as possible. Whatever they want to do, Theodred will follow. Because his cavalry will do a lot of damage. Alright, at the very least, I want to see how the Dunedain, how well the Dunedain can hold on to their new territory. Tirith Anduin, mine as well. They still want us to talk to Gundabad. Ooh, Income took a dive this turn.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, I think we're going to have to hang it up for tonight. But let me just review a couple more things here. Yeah, our income really took a dive. I wonder if it's recruitment. To an extent, yes. It could also be deployment as well, because we have a lot of troops on the field now.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, what do these guys look like? I feel like I want to fight one more battle. Just eliminate these guys entirely. And then that'll make it a lot easier for me as I push on to Saloniac over here and besiege it.
Yes, my lord.
Your will, my lord. Yes.
Yeah, because right now we just have way too many troops on the field that we're paying for. Check on Southern Gondor, see how things are going here. Oh yeah, they could really use our help. I definitely don't want to miss out on this, because they could really use our help. Especially if we can take out the Witch King. That would be an amazing move. I'm going to save this really quick. Let me see what the situation looks like if we come over here. Because there's a lot going on here. It's pretty crazy. How bad would it be? I mean, Gondor's got a pretty big army here. If these guys could come in and help, that would be amazing. Let me just see how likely we are to win this. So, the Witch King, pretty big battle. 2, 4, around 8,000 troops versus... Yeah, we can barely summon 4,000. 5,000. Less than 5,000, unfortunately. But then again, a lot of this is trash infantry. They don't really have a very intimidating host of troops. Oh yeah, just had to speak too soon. The trolls are one thing, but these damn Dragonwrath cataphracts are way overpowered. Yeah, they're pretty tanky. At least I can sit well knowing Gondor's got all this amazing infantry. They got the Black Swan Renegades. They've got the Tirith AR Wardens. I think that's how it's pronounced. Tirith AR Wardens. Tirith Air Wardens? Maybe it's Air. Gondor Pikemen. I mean, look at these stats. Just the fact they're pikemen alone is great, but their stats are just so strong. They got the Citadel Guard here too. Yeah, I wouldn't have a lot of hope in these guys, but I feel like this could be worth it. If we eliminate this entire host here, then I know Mordor is going to end up falling back. Or at least they won't be able to take this back so quickly. Especially since Gondor's got all these troops here. So that could easily be a battle worth fighting for. Alright, and then up here, Theodred's going to have to move forward and deal with these guys. Eliminate them entirely. We'll continue pushing north to assist the dwarves in their endeavors. Because the dwarves have all this amazing infantry. I mean, this is an army that's not going to be defeated anytime soon. Unless maybe they're outnumbered 10 to 1.
Your orders, my lord.
Alright, you're going to move up here towards the Drekarn. Also, let's build another tower here. That way we have better idea of what they're doing, because they keep sneaking troops past here towards Tirthanduin, which is super annoying. Alright, we got a huge force there again. I'm really going to have to do something about this abundance of troops, because now we have way too many troops that we're paying for. I'll put some cavalry in here. I'm going to send you guys straight to North Harad.
Continuing tomorrow. Erecting a watchtower.
Yeah, income is really taking a dive now because of all the spending, all the upkeep we have right now. Alright, increased taxes there. I'm pretty sure this Helm Hammer unit, yeah, the upkeep's really expensive, 835. Definitely can't field too many of those guys. Alright, let's not spend any more on construction there. I think at this point we better just stop spending money on recruitment altogether. So, whatever we have right now, we'll just have to make do with that, because we have way too many troops to pay for. Alright, I think what I'll do... I'll just keep sending you guys up north. And before I proceed, I'm just going to go ahead and see if we can help them win this, because this is a huge deal. There's a chance we can win this.
We shall engage.
And who's reinforcing us? These guys? Yeah, it's too bad they don't have these guys at full strength, but that's okay. I mean, Himlin's army alone is definitely going to be a huge ticket for us.
We attack.
I feel like we definitely need to try here, because if we can eliminate this entire host of Mordor, we stand a pretty good chance of bringing the fight back to Ithilien again.
Appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
I mean, imagine how well Gondor can do if we continue supporting their initiative into Ithilien. Alright, we'll have to keep the missile cavalry divided. Red shields we'll keep over here, because again, this is a pretty big deal battle. We'll need to be very smart with our heavy cavalry. We can't do anything too rash with them. So for now, we're going to focus on dealing as much damage as possible with just our range units. See what we can do here. Okay. Now on the plus side, I don't think these guys have any siege equipment. You guys will go over there to support Himlin's army. I think that's Himlin over there. No, that's... No, those are the orcs. Whoopsies. You're going the wrong way. Don't go with it. I thought Gondor was that way. Go that way.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such.
Alright, probably best that you just play defense for now. Alright, so we got Mordor coming from generally one direction. And then it's a good thing the smaller army is coming from this direction. That way they can last a lot longer. Alright, let's put you guys over here for now. Now, this is the Witch Knight's bodyguard. He won't be easy to take out. the very least, let me get to Egrig. Actually, Guthmare, let's get you over here. I'm going to start using you to take out some of the squishier units. Alright, let me see if I can start hitting some of these guys right now with my best range units. Alright, Riders of the Fold already causing a lot of damage. It's these spears we're going to have to look out for, but if we can, well, neutralizing the Witch King, that is not going to be easy. He's incredibly strong. I can do my best to try to hit him with my red shields, but I know that plate armor, yeah, it's not really going to do anything against that plate armor. No, it's doing something at least. One guy is down. Alright, you need to enable skirmish mode. We got plenty of time until these guys show up, so they're a long ways off. And then I'm gonna get, oh, this is another unit of missile cavalry. Let's get you guys down here. Alright, I'm gonna get my general moving in another direction. Because it's really the Witch King I want to try to take out as quickly as possible. I'm gonna get you guys moving back. Let's get you guys set up over here. Let's try to stay out of the way of the Witch King. Alright, we're bringing their numbers down. That's the good news. But I need to bring Guthmare over here to help deal with the orcs. Yeah, let's help deal with these guys. Alright, and Himlun, I need to start being more aggressive. Don't just sit there. Yeah, if we can neutralize the Witch King's bodyguard, that'll definitely change things around for us, that's for sure. Alright, Riders of the Fold. I don't want to use up all of my missiles like this, but like I said, would be nice if we can kill off these guys quickly. Alright, perfect. We annihilated them.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
I'm going to hit these orc maulers right here. Where are my red shields? Come on, guys. Catch up. Catch up and hit these guys. Alright, hold your fire. You save your arrows for better targets. There goes the Witch King. Alright, fall back. Don't stick around.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, they're down to 41. Not too bad. I need you guys to catch up and hit these guys. Alright, I think I better get this cavalry lined up. Alright, and where are my red shields? Yep, they're out of arrows now. Alright, it's gonna be up to you guys to start bringing these casualties up.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Alright, can't do anything against those spears right now. Alright, you guys need to stop running away. Alright, you guys need to go around. We need to take out those Warg Riders as best we can. And what I'm going to do is get my light cavalry around over there to help protect your flank. Yeah, there's a lot of spear units, unfortunately. This army is just littered with spears left and right. Hardly an opportunity for me to really hit them. Alright, where's Guthmare? Okay, you're going to come over here with the light cavalry. I want you to start lining up over here quickly. What we're going to do is just charge downhill on their flanks, cause a lot of damage. If we can eliminate this huge host of orcs or most of it, this army will stand a pretty decent chance against the next one. Alright, at least he brought him down to 32. That's not bad. But I am running out of arrows, unfortunately. Oh, I still got 3 more. That's good. Let's put you guys together. Let's bring you over here then. Let's bring you over here. Quickly, quickly.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
What is going on over here? Alright, come on. Take out these Warg Riders. Alright, it's time to get this light cavalry lined up. You start charging to their ranks soon. Alright, who are these guys? Oh, just some militia archers. Alright, get out of there. Don't stick around. And where are my generals? Alright, I need you guys back over here. Alright, they're sending in Sauron's will up against us. Let's charge right into the buggers. Alright, big charge right into their flank. Perfect moment to cause some casualties and maybe some panic. Now it's getting pretty laggy here. Where are my red shields? Let's start bringing you guys down again. Alright, that was good, but let's fall back.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Where's Guthmare? Yep, fall back, fall back. Alright, that wasn't bad, but we can regroup and charge again. I'm gonna have you guys countercharge these trolls over here soon. Actually, we can hit these spears really hard. trolls are going to be the biggest problem, unfortunately. Okay. That was okay, but let's fall back and regroup. What's going on over here? Alright, hit these Temple Knights. You guys need to fall back. Don't engage them. Alright, I'm going to start charging these trolls here downhill. Alright, perfect. Killed a couple of trolls there. That's looking good. Alright, that was excellent. That was excellent. Fall back, fall back. Oh crap, the cataphracts are after us. Fall back.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Where's that Witch King? Alright, at least he's not going after those guys, but I'm gonna have you guys go over here now. Where's my red shields? You guys haven't taken a single casualty yet, which is good. But now I can't account for the Witch King. Where did he go? Where on earth did he go? He must have wiped out most of his unit, or almost all of it. I mean, I know he's not dead. No way we brought him down just yet. Why is that an enemy general? That's our ally. Well, at least it's not Himlon. Okay, that charge took out half those trolls. That's really good. Oh man, those cataphracts are going to tear apart my heavy cavalry. Yeah, those cataphracts are really ridiculous. We're not going to stand a chance against that. Just run. Just run away. We better just regroup over here. We're not going to stand a chance against that. I don't know, at least for the time being, let's keep them out of combat. Alright, let's line these guys back up. We can do a big charge over here. Alright, you guys just keep running. Don't engage them, just keep running. I don't even understand how those cataphracts were running so fast. I mean, they have all that armor on. There's no way they're running so fast and not getting tired out. No, I still think we got a good chance here. I still think we got a good chance. We can still win this, guys. Yeah. Come on, Cataphract, stop chasing me. Alright, it's another Gondor general dead.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Alright, that was an excellent charge. Fall back and regroup. Let's go after all of these trolls here and see if we can knock a few out. Ah, that didn't work out as planned. Okay, fall back. Oh my god, these cataphracts won't stop chasing me. Yeah, that did nothing. Alright, I think the cataphracts have lost interest now. Oh, crap. I haven't really been paying attention to Gondor's army. Yep, we're not doing so hot here. And those Witch Knights are still alive, unfortunately. Yeah, the only way we're going to win this is if we kill the Witch King. I'm going to wait till he gets closer, and then we're just going to completely ambush him. Alright, let's do this. Let's kill him. Only 6 units, that's all it is. Oh boy. I hate these cataphracts, I really do. There's no way these cataphracts should be going so fast. Oh my gosh. Alright, we killed the Witch King. We killed the Witch King. But I don't think that's going to be enough to really break him. At least we wiped out that entire bodyguard. So that helps us. Oh my god. Shoot, get out of there. Oh my god. Here, just retreat. Just retreat. Just retreat. I'm not losing any more of these guys. Just retreat. Oh boy. I think our ally is completely wiped out. His army got finished off faster than I thought it would. He had a lot of elite troops as well. It's those trolls, I'm telling you. It's those damn trolls that really screwed everything up. I thought we had a good chance here. I mean, how much is left of our allies' army? Not looking good. Plus, we still have to fight all those cataphracts. And these trolls. Oh my gosh. Need to kill off these warg riders. Alright, fall back. Yeah, we're not going to win this. We're not going to win this. They still have way more troops than we do. Yeah, the odds are just stacked way too heavily against us. Even the Swan Renegades got completely wiped out, every single one of them. Yep, and now they're retreating.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Oh my god, how is it if that militia has managed to outlast their best troops? Yeah, we're not going to win this. Alright, let's chase these guys down. Let's have you guys regroup. Come on, take out these warg riders. And of course, all the infantry they still have left are freaking spears. Every single one of them. We're not going to stand a chance against that. Yeah, we're going to have to retreat.
Our allies have fled the field like cowards.
Yep, might as well retreat. This is not working.
Our enemies may have won this battle, but they've not won this war.
Yeah, but this battle needed to be a turnaround for Gondor. It could have worked, honestly. I think at the end of the day, what's really saving Mordor's butt are those cataphracts. So the cataphracts and those Olagai.
We shall continue tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to avoid fighting that one. Either that or the next attempt I make, I gotta figure out how exactly we can corner them better.
Yes, my lord.
It's just too bad the situation has to look like that.
With honor.
Really, the big difference we're seeing here is just the fact that all they have are those annoying cataphracts. And those trolls as well. I can at least wait one more turn and see what happens here, but I know it's not going to be good. Gondor's not going to stand a chance over here. They moved in on this way too soon. A part of me thinks I'm probably better off helping them take this area. I just wish Gondor wouldn't be so impulsive. And it looks like my spy caught another host of Dol Guldur moving in again. But that's not going to be such bad news. We know how to deal with these guys now.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Okay. So next stream what we're going to have to do is fight this host from Dunlin. Eliminate them entirely. Push down here and besiege their capital.
Yes, my lord.
I'll keep the cavalry nearby over here just in case. And I think what I'll do is probably the safest route to take would be around here. Yeah, we can't cross that river. We have to go through Tharbad. That's really annoying.
Your orders, my lord.
Be gone.
Or at the very least, let me just go ahead and deal with this host of Dunlendings. Because I know that's going to put us in a better spot.
To battle.
Yeah, I think we can make this one relatively quick. We annihilate this army, we can besiege the capital.
We march into battle.
It's not like the goblins are going to come to their help. No one's going to come to their aid. I want to make this one super quick so I can go to bed. At the very least, I want to end this on a better note. Alright, we'll keep all the missile units over here. Keep you guys over here. Riddermark cavalry. Actually, the lancers I should keep hidden. I'll keep the lancers hidden over here for now. Alright, and the Royal Guard, because you have all that armor, you're going to stay over here. Kind of keep guard over the flanks. Alright, Theoden, you're going to join the skirmishers over here with the light cavalry. Okay, let's start moving around them. Now, I don't think they have too many archers. They have some range units. They have a lot of this light cavalry I'll have to deal with. But if anything, we probably have to worry about those crossbows again. No, I don't see any range units whatsoever. So we could just work our way around these guys very easily. I'm going to have you guys set up over here really quick. Eomer, I need you to go after this light cavalry. Pick them off very quickly. Alright, pretty much wipe those guys out. Perfect, they're done for. Let's move against these clan spearmen. Come on, guys, catch up to them. Where's Eomer?
Now for wrath! Now for ruin!
Alright, where are those archers coming from? Oh, those Dunherd Slayers. Super annoying as usual. It's too bad they had so many of these clan spearmen. I can't use my cavalry against them just yet. That'll be way too much of a mess to deal with. Alright, I'm gonna have to use my lancers against these guys quickly. Actually, no, these are not my lancers. This is my heavy cavalry. Okay. Let's let them get a little bit closer. Alright, we'll crash on their left really quick. You guys... Actually, I need you guys to move up here and deal with these Dunlending long spears. Use up all of your arrows on these guys. Alright, Theoden, get out of there. Ah, oh, crap!
Battle is very much in our
Shit!
favor. Victory will be ours.
Ah, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Somehow I let that happen. Yeah, get out of there, get out of there. Yep, they took that. Yep, fall back, guys. Get out of there. Get out of there. Don't continue. Get out of there. Alright, killed the captain. That's nice.
Now for wrath. Now for ruin.
Yep, let's get out of there. Yeah, we better get all of you out of there. Just move up here for now. Actually, some of you, I need you to move around the flanks. Alright, good charge with the Riddermark Axemen, or Riddermark Cavalry.
Badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Alright, these guys are all broken. Except the Dunlending long spears, unfortunately. But I have a bit of a surprise for them. I'm gonna charge at them from behind. Get Theoden up there too. Apparently these guys are routed. Not sure what they're doing, really.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Alright, let's just make sure these guys get cut off. Ah, oh, crap. No, don't let these guys get away. Come on, come on, come on.
This is a clear victory.
Alright, lost 39 troops. But that should be 4,000 Dunlendings annihilated. Okay, so with that done, let's start moving towards Saloniac then. The last battle we're going to have to fight until the Dunlendings are finally finished off.
My lord. Yes, my lord. Your
Alright, and I think I'll negotiate an alliance with the Dunedain, just for now anyways.
No, we cannot. Another proposition for us then? I am not quite able to. The pleasure was all
Okay, that's not going to be easy to do, as usual.
my lord. Yes, my lord.
And we're definitely going to have to hold off on intervening over here. I don't think that's going to help us very much. Alright, we'll upgrade you in the meantime. And we'll calm down recruitment, because income is a little tight right now since we have too many troops on the field.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord. My lord.
Alright, let's keep Theodred's army moving forward.
Honor, as you command.
Alright, I'll go ahead and save that. Let me just see what happens next turn. The very, very, very last turn. I might even refer to that last save game. I just want to see what the Dunlendings are going to do. Are they going to fight me on an open field, or will they remain where they are? Oh, okay. Good thing we did that. Let the dwarves deal with it. They have the better troops on the infantry side. Alright, next stream we'll definitely deal with these guys. They won't be too hard to handle. Alright, 5,000 per turn, that's not bad. We'll have you keep moving.
Wish. We can go no further today.
Alright, we got a couple more towns ready for upgrades. That's the good news.
Your orders.
It will be an honor.
Alright, so what we'll do is we'll fight these guys off.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
They might end up retreating back into their castle. That's a possibility. Let me just see what happens if I do this.
We shall engage.
Okay, so they look like they're pretty adamant about standing their ground. That's fine with me, because we can definitely take these guys out easily. Over here in the south, as I predicted, it looks like Gondor lost the initiative here. Oh no, they still have a lot more troops. That's good. I could easily take these troops, swing them around, and help them deal with this mess over here. That's a possibility. Because again, like I said, if I can help them take this region, Gondor should be able to start marching northwards and threatening Ithilien again. And that'll put them in a really good place. The Vardyags look like they continue to struggle, but they're holding out. And the war against between the Haradrim and Ar Adonai, it still looks like a bit of a stalemate, I mean. Yes, the Haradrim have lost some territory here, but it doesn't really look like the Corsairs are gaining any significant progress. They have a long ways to go before they defeat the Haradrim, let alone take more territory. Alright, let's just keep expanding the construction queue here. We know there's a lot more we can do to boost income. And once again, I've got too many troops here. And a lot more in Edoras now. I just have no idea what to do with all these generals. It's a rare problem to have. Too many generals. Alright, I think at the very least, some of these towns need governors. And this is where we can easily start seeing an income boost. There we go. That helps. I might put you in Entwade. Oh, you already have a governor. That's good. We'll put you here instead. Yeah, so that definitely helps. We can increase taxes here. Guyanard, I think we can... Oh, no, we can't. Yeah, that's just a castle. And Dolgador is moving a big army this way, so now I have to look out for that again.
Approaching quietly.
Alright, still building roads. Very useful. I think what I need to start doing... Yeah, Gondor, wow. Jeez, Gondor, look at all these troops they have.
Your orders, my lord.
If only they could do something smart with all those troops. Alright, next stream will help the dwarves against Dolgador here. In fact, what I'd love to do is just keep pushing against Dolgador, make some more progress up here. Yeah, because these guys are not too intimidating. Alright, and I need more spies here. What's going on? Alright, you'll head over this way. Let's make sure we're lighting this place up like a Christmas tree. There we go. And we got some more Dwarven units here too, that's good to see. Here, let's build a martial stables instead. Let's retrain these guys. Yeah, we'll keep it where it is.
Your orders, my lord.
And like I said, we'll deal with these guys next stream, because that'll be the end of... Actually, let's see here. No, they still got their silly faction leader there. Unfortunately.
Your orders.
But it looks like the Dunedain might be able to hold on to this region. Worst case scenario, if the goblins do take it back, we could just build another army and march up there and take it again. But what really matters is dealing with the Dunlendings. Eliminating them entirely. I think what I'll do is I'll give this to Khazad-dûm as well, potentially. I'm not sure. I'll sell it to Khazad-dûm at the very least. That, or I might sell it to the Dunedain, them or Khazad-dûm. And then I can swing Theoden's army. I can swing all of his troops back south, move around the Misty Mountains, and then just continue a full assault on Dolgador from there, which will be the next big challenge. I could negotiate giving Saloniac in exchange for Rockburg, because I'd like to have this region here. Because this is actually going to be closer to the front. But yeah, at the moment, we just have way more troops there than we really need to. So what needs to happen next is that we need to start moving a lot more troops to the east where they're desperately needed. The only problem is I don't know what to expect from a Goblin Doom stack, because I know that they're going to be due for another Doom stack somewhere here. I thought that we would get one if they're down to their last 2 regions. Maybe I have to look around a little bit more. Maybe they still have 3 regions. I don't know. But I figured at this point we would have to deal with one. Alright, so a lot of turns have passed by. I'm going to go ahead and hang it up for the night. And thanks again, guys, for watching. If you enjoyed that, just give me a follow as usual. Hopefully I'll be playing more of this tomorrow night. Just depends on where I'm at, because I definitely overstayed this stream here tonight. I got to wake up in about 6 hours to get ready for work. Take care, guys.